Alright, it's day 156, I believe. Morning, it's about just after 8 a.m. Just gotten back on trail from Leavenworth. A bit of a tough hitch getting out of town, and the lady I got hitched from was sort of the usual level of unstable. Apparently she's had a screaming row with her partner the night before while I was supposed to be camping, and had left him and was now driving a few of us, decided to pick us up and take us back to the trail on her way back to Seattle. So yeah, it's about the usual level of instability you get from people when you're hitching. They're always a little bit unique, but I hope everything works out for her. Yeah, it was a good break in Leavenworth. Nice to have a day off. Sorry, just considering whether I need water there or not, but I think I'm good for a bit. Leavenworth's supposed to have clear weather for the next week, which would be good. However, it's actually currently just spitting lightly on me now that I'm back on trail at Stevens Pass. So I'm hoping it's just a very low level cloud cover and it'll hopefully clear. I've got a 5-day stretch. For some reason I always eat before I do this, and then I end up burping. 5-day stretch from here to Stehekin. I should be 4.5 days, but I've got 5 days of food on me. It's a bit over 100 miles with a alternate around a fire closure, which doesn't sound too bad. And then the good news is they have reopened the northern terminus of the trail, so I can now legally cross into Canada on the Pacific Crest Trail. The trail itself is not open all the way from Stehekin. There is still alternates and reroutes and things to go around, but nowhere near as long or as drastic as the ones that were in place. So that is a huge win. I'm very excited about the fact that you can now walk into Canada. I don't have to do a 19-mile road walk, and all in all it's fairly straightforward, it seems. Hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully it doesn't change for the worse, maybe it'll change for the better, but at this stage probably unlikely. So yeah, I've got 2 stretches to go. 5 days from here to Stehekin, and then 4 days from Stehekin to Manning Park, and that's it. PCT done, dusted, connected footsteps all the way from Mexico to Canada. I'm excited. Very excited. Single figure days, and actually knowing, like, now I've had a decent look at it, knowing how many days to expect, short of something going wrong or some unforeseen circumstances. Yeah, today's day 1 of 9 to go. It's pretty good. I managed to get some new socks in Leavenworth, swapped out the ones I had, the old darn tough guarantee on them. So apparently the new type of shoe I wear, same shoe I've had the whole trail, but the new model of it that came out that I got in Ashland, apparently wears holes in my socks a little differently than before. So was able to get 2 new pairs for, she made me pay a few dollars because they're a different style of sock, which is kind of annoying because they weren't the style I wanted, but whatever, a couple of bucks for a new pair of socks that'll last me. Nothing's a problem anymore. Everything's all good, everything's fine, I don't care. Everything will work out. But yeah, the pack is heavy with food, that's for sure. Now I really am just pointlessly rambling. I'm hoping that the trail I'm now walking through, as you can see, I'm hoping this isn't a sign of things to come for the next 100 and whatever miles. Hopefully it's not this overgrown the whole way. That will be annoying, but it is quite a long stretch. I'm expecting some pretty poor maintenance because I believe it's like 100 miles between roads. The road I can still hear behind me where I got a hitch up to, I believe there's not much between here and Stehekin, so it's quite difficult for trail crews to get in and maintain. So I'm hoping that's not a bad omen if it's like that right by the road, what it might be up ahead, but here it's quite clear. All I seem to do is pointlessly ramble these days, so I'm just going to shut up and get this hiking done. Just some more quality Washington views up here in the grey. Something that I don't know that I'll ever wrap my head around is just how much untouched wilderness there is in this country. For a country with a population as big as it is, you know, to wander 20 miles from the nearest anything into this kind of backcountry here and know that you've got another 80 odd miles of this to go, where there is just nothing out here. It's pretty mind-boggling. Just past the 4,000 kilometre mark, so it's a fair old milestone. Milestone. Can't speak anymore. Also gone crooked. However, it's funny to think back to. I remember the first 1,000 kilometre mark, or the 600 mile mark that I used for that, and crazy to think what a sort of sense of accomplishment I felt at 1,000 kilometres. And now I've just passed 4,000 kilometres. I only have about 300 to go. I think I said it was day 164 or something like that. No, 166. I think it's 166. But either way, it's the first day out of Leavenworth, and in the afternoon, I've got about a mile to go till where I'm camping. It's going to be pretty nice early afternoon, into camp about 5:30. Which is always good. Out of town days are always kind of sluggish, so 22 miles by 5:30, I'm pretty happy. So far for this section, I don't want to jinx anything, but for a section that I was told was going to be very steep, very rocky and very overgrown, it has just been steep and rocky, and not even that rocky, and not that badly steep either. Thankfully, it's a fairly nice trail, so it's a win. Of a 5-day section that I'm expecting a bit of misery, I'm happy for at least day one to be misery free. The weather's been on and off. It's got that intimidating feeling to it, but it's mostly clear. Had some light drizzle and stuff before lunch, and it's certainly cool with the breeze. Has that feeling that it could change quite rapidly, but I think it's mostly clear and clearing, so fingers crossed we get some good weather for the final 8 days. I can't believe that with only less than a mile to go left today, that means only 8 days of hiking left. Cannot wait.